Hello and welcome to the session on use of films, community resources, library, laboratory and museum in social studies teaching. You may be familiar with the use of films, community resources, library, laboratory and museum in social studies teaching. Here, we are going to discuss the features and characteristics of each of these in detail. Let us begin with the use of films in social studies. There are a number of projected supporting material that can be utilized for classroom transaction, especially in social studies teaching. Films are one among them. They can show a broad sweep of events and can highlight interrelationships. Films can show the development of inventions, the growth of institutions or the contributions of great men and women. Film loops can be used in individual and small group study to develop specific concepts. What are the objectives of films in social studies? Following integral objectives are set for using films in the social studies class. They are to motivate, to clarify, to change attitudes, to sum up and to clinch ideas. Do you know how we can use films effectively? For effective use of films, some guidelines are essential. They are: time, space and size distortions should be detected. The values, attitudes and feelings reflected in films may be discussed. Vocabulary can be increased by focusing into new terms. And finally, ideas gleaned from a film may be applied in problem solving. A classification of films will surely help us to have a clear idea regarding films in social studies. Films can be classified into two broad categories: commercial films. Commercial films such as those appearing in local theatres and on television provide more social studies content than most teachers realize. There are certain suggestions for using commercial films. The following suggestions are helpful for us. First of all, announce the coming of films and discuss how they might fit into the program. Arrange theatre parties for exceptional productions and use films that all can see as basis for discussion. Another type of films are instructional films. Next to the chalkboard, the classroom instructional movies are probably the most confused and misused of all teaching tools. Actually, these can supplement the teaching. Now, let us learn the procedure of using instructional films. The procedures given should be strictly followed while instructional films are used in the classroom. Select only those films that are pertinent to your objectives. Introduce the film before pupils with directions. After viewing the movie, discuss what the movie had to say. If pupils do not get a point, show the film again. Create a film evaluation form to fill up pupils. Allow little spare time in your film class and stop the film when you want to give comments. You have already learned the different aspects of using films in social studies. We have another important resource for teaching and learning social studies. They are community resources. Community resources vary from community to community. The opportunities which the teacher in an open rural area has are only slightly related to those of teacher in an urban area. But community study opportunities are available to every school and should be explored. As we contemplate the many sources of information that are open to investigation, we must no longer overlook those which lie within walking distance. The local factory, retail shop, business office are real facts. School children can see, hear, ask questions about them and examine them minutely. It is the responsibility of the teacher to investigate the community, particularly those resources which seem to identify themselves with clear-cut understanding of social experience. The importance of community resources to the development of social studies education cannot be overemphasized. Resources which include factories, health institutions, culture, infrastructure, business office, religious institution, to mention a little, are a veritable source of course content and experiences. What is the importance of community resources for social studies education? Community experiences can enrich social studies in instructions in ways more than one. To achieve the purposes of social studies, the child must become a real part of the community in which he lives, interact with it and contribute to it. To become an effective citizen, the child must become a responsible member of community with the civic attitudes and ideals compatible with the spirit of democracy. There is no more effective way of becoming this kind of person than through practicing what such a person will do. A variety of community experiences offer the child the laboratory in which he may experiment with life in the community and begin to find his place in it. Are you aware of the methods of utilizing community resources? There are basically two ways in which the teacher may make use of community resources. One method is to take the school to the community. The other method is to bring some portion of the community to the classroom. Taking the school to the community is possible through field trips, community surveys, school camping, services projects, etc. It is actually when they see the things that they remember them. Experts say that the emotions of children are most easily reached not by words, but by sights and sounds. The community can be brought to the school in a number of ways, that is, inviting resource persons, by organizing parent teacher association, through social service activities, through celebration of fairs, festivals and national days, arranging talks on national and international problems, providing financial aid by the community members, and local traders can provide apprenticeship experiences to the students. The social studies as an area of school curriculum demands a lot of reading on the part of both teachers and the pupils. There is the utmost necessity for the provision of book as well as non-book resources for the proper teaching and learning of social studies. A social studies library have different objectives. Following are the objectives of a social studies library: to create interest in the subject, to stimulate the student's mind into a fine restlessness, to cultivate in the student a taste for extra reading, and to acquaint the pupils with the various forms in which social studies materials can be had. What are the important materials to be available in the library? Social studies library is equipped with the following materials. First one, book resources. Books are essential for presenting different points of view, for providing adequate background for understanding the people, the process and the places so essential in social studies instruction. In book resources, we can include the following types. Textbooks. The library should have a variety of most up to date textbooks in different sections of social studies. Unit booklets on variety of topics ranging from family life and neighborhood to people of other lands and places should be available in the library. Library materials. Inspirational and imaginative literature, particularly tales of adventure, should appear prominently alongside books of information on children's hobbies. Essay, biographies, historical series, animal stories, etc. are favorites with children. Travel stories are really magic carpets to those who cannot leave their homes. Another type of materials are the reference materials. The library should be fairly well equipped with reference materials, standard or conventional reference books and non-conventional reference books. Conventional reference books include dictionaries, encyclopedias, yearbooks, atlases, maps, charts, pamphlets, handbooks and manuals, syllabi of different classes and books of knowledge. The non-conventional reference materials consist of all other library books that may be employed for reference service of any other kind. They include books on miscellaneous information and books on special subjects. Non-book resources are another type. The field of social studies is connected with happenings in the local community, the state, the native and the world. The following non-book resources should be available in the social studies library. Some good periodicals and magazines which throw light on current events and various aspects of life showing art, literature, music, dance, etc. should be available in the library. Pamphlets published by various government agencies and bureaus for specialized service also very important sources of information about different walks of our social, economic and political life. Newspaper. It is essential that social studies teacher and people keep well informed of events of national and international importance. Therefore, newspaper is a wonderful source of such information. How we can utilize library resources effectively? The following guidelines will help us for the effective use of library resources. Library instructions may be given in two ways, individual or to groups. Acquaint children with the use of card catalogue. Assignment should be given in the form of problems. Compels the pupils to investigate and examine multiple sources and teach skillful use of books and libraries. A classroom library. A classroom library. Reading material, whether printed or duplicated, should be readily available to pupils. For this reason, it is recommended that the classroom can be a library. Collect all sorts of pertinent reading materials, namely books, periodicals, pamphlets, brochures, duplicated materials, bound articles and clippings. Let the pupils act as librarians. For record keeping, use a self-charging system. Prepare a card for each item. Place the card in a pocket at the back of the book. Are you familiar with the concepts of social science laboratory and museum? Let us move to discuss them in detail. The social studies laboratory is a place people can go to learn social studies. It should serve the purpose of a classroom, a library, workshop, an amateur theatre, a students club, a stockroom, all combined into one. A social studies laboratory full equipped with modern aids will provide a pleasant social and cooperative environment where the teachers and students feel homely. What are the objectives of social studies laboratory? As you know, the major objectives for social studies laboratory are to provide social studies teacher a home, to create and maintain an effective atmosphere, to save teaching time and to use diverse methodology of teaching. You might have seen different furniture and equipments in the social studies laboratory. Let us discuss their features. The social studies laboratory might be of any size. It should have a few basic essentials, good lighting and ventilation, adequate bookcases and other storage facilities. The laboratory should be so arranged that it provides an inviting and stimulating atmosphere. What are the necessary items of furniture in a social studies laboratory? They are working tables, chairs, shelves, stands, map racks, almirahs and blackboards. Seating arrangements should be made for comfort, health and efficiency of the pupils. Students' desks and chairs and teachers' desks should be movable for rearranging as necessary. Permanent projection screen should be fixed above the blackboard. Different types of maps, meteorological instruments, different charts, survey instruments, timelines, reference books, time graphs, bulletin board, models, rocks, stones, minerals, slide album, stamp of different kinds, flags, coins, locally manufactured goods, library resources and agricultural products etc. may also included. What do you know about the plan for a social studies laboratory? Laboratory classes are work sessions. To conduct a laboratory class, teachers should give out a general study guide, unit of work or learning packet that outlines what is to be done in the unit. Let the pupils select the activities they plan to do from the study guide or suggest activities themselves. Let the pupils execute their plans. They may use books, magazines, projectors. They may confer with each other and help each other. Help, guide and supervise the pupils as they work. Have you seen a social studies museum? The museum as an instrument of popular education is a 20th century phenomenon. Until very recently, museums were private clubs for the intellectually privileged, and exhibits were arranged in such a way as to be almost meaningless, unscientifically and inartistically. All this has changed. Modern museums are cultural center of the community. Great efforts are being made to museums informative. Secondary Education Commission of 1950 to 53 emphasized the use of museum in the teaching of social studies. Museums, as the word implies, the temple of muse, are intended to be a place for study. Instruction through museum is becoming increasingly popular in all progressive countries. In Canada, a well organized modern museum is considered essential to the education system of the community. Today, it is considered essential that every school should have a museum with separate section for each subject. If this could be possible, it will be ideal, but it is essential and desirable that there should be a social studies museum in each school. There should be some essential materials for a school museum. The essential materials are as follows: historical materials, pictures of old monuments, ruins, sculptures, images of gods and goddesses, carvings, pottery pieces, coins, ancient books, costumes, etc. Geographical materials, specimens of rocks, seeds, soils, etc. are very useful. Pictures of dams, projects, mountains, rivers, oceans, maps, etc. can be shown. Civics or political materials, constitution, bill of rights, declarations, pictures of parliament houses, courts, etc. How can we classify the materials of a museum? Materials can be classified according to the chronology, places, etc. The better classification is as follows: the local section. In the local section of a museum, locally available pots, utensils, historical monuments and other antiquities can be exhibited. National section. The remaining of the history of nations may be exhibited in this section. Here, the pictures, photographs of the monuments, leaders, etc. can also be exhibited. International section. Here, we can arrange the materials from different countries. Different countries and continents may be exhibited separately. These arrangements will enhance the place sense among students. The social studies museum can be gradually built. Effort should be made to find real objects which should be authentic, but need not be valuable. There should also be models, photographs, diagrams, charts, paintings, etc. But the temptation to show too much must be cautiously resisted. A good social studies museum is not merely a collection of items, it should be a collection of useful items. How to make museums more effective? If the following aspects are taken care of, social studies museum become more effective. Dramatic labels. Experiments suggest that large letters placed at the focal point of the case or exhibit area will successfully headline the exhibit and catch the visitor's attention. Dramatic lighting. Light is a means of visual communication and an attention catcher. Colored light that fade, highlight or change an exhibit can be used with great dramatic effect. Light can also be used to tell a story and to convey a sense of passing time. Dramatic utilization. Experiments suggest that visitors should be given a chance to touch exhibits. Certain types of materials can be used with great success to satisfy the visitors' urge to touch while permitting a minimum of danger. Dramatic sound effect. Sound can be used to heighten the dramatic effect of visual communication. An exhibit of medieval art can be made more meaningful if it is accompanied by music of the same period. Effective use of space. Spatial concepts are also important in planning visitor traffic patterns with the exhibit areas. Let us summarize what we have discussed so far. Social studies form that part of school curriculum which includes subject matter and activities that enable the child to acquire an understanding of human relationships and knowledge of environment, dedication to values and principles of society, and to participate in the process through which society is maintained and improved. A number of supporting materials can be utilized for classroom transaction, especially in social studies teaching. The cause of films effectiveness in portraying action, motion pictures is used extensively in the social studies classes. Films can be classified into two broad categories, namely commercial films and instructional films. The social studies as an area of school curriculum demands a lot of reading on the part of both teachers and the pupils. There is the utmost necessity for a social studies library for the proper teaching and learning of social studies. The social studies laboratory is a place pupils can go to learn social studies. A social studies laboratory full equipped with modern aids will provide a pleasant social and cooperative environment where the teachers and students feel homely. The Social Studies Museum as an instrument of popular education is a 20th century phenomenon. Modern museums are cultural centers of the community. Now, you can try to answer the questions given here. What are the different methods of utilizing community resources in social studies teaching? What are the different types of library resources materials? What are the two broad categories of films? Discuss the role of school and class library in social studies class. List the objectives of social studies laboratory. How to make museums more effective. Give suggestion for using commercial films in social studies teaching. Now, you can go through the reference books listed here. Teaching of Social Studies written by Mangal S.K. and Mangal U. and published by PHI Learning Private Limited, New Delhi in the year 2008. Teaching of Social Studies in the Classroom Trends and Methods written by Naushad P.P. and Kumar S.P.K. and published by Scorpio Publishers, Calicut in the year 2006. Teaching of Social Sciences written by Ruhela S.P. and published by Nilkamal Publications, Hyderabad in the year 2009. Thank you for watching this program. We can meet again with another topic. Have a nice day.